Up next under full Thai rules, it's Sityodtong taking on Pat Richard.
Fighting out of the blue corner, Sityodtong.
Sityodtong makes his way to the ring for Warriors Way 11, weighed in 66.05 kilograms last night.
Sityodtong, of course, from Thailand, currently based out at Smack Gym in Somerville, trained by Matty Ball. And right there to the right of screen, you'll see the man that'll be fronting up on the next Warriors Way, Sityodtong, taking on the Tomahawk, Mikey Thompson. So it's going to be a huge fight, so already the next show in the planning.
And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, Second, Pat Richard.
Richards also weighed in at 66.05 last night as he gets set for this full Thai rules contest.
Well, this is going to be a massive ask for Paddy Richards. Sityodtong, so much more experienced. Paddy from top tier Muay Thai in Geelong, representing obviously Geelong and Australia. Australia versus Thailand matchup. See how Paddy goes. He's had a big year. He's been to Thailand. He's trained there. He's fought all over the country. Pat Richards, one of the real up-and-comers in Australian Muay Thai.
Full Thai rules action set for 5 rounds. Knees, elbows between Sityodtong in the blue gloves and Paddy Richards in the red gloves. Inside thigh kick early here from Richards. Both men just dipping their toes into the water, seeing what each other has to offer.
Of course, this bout proudly sponsored by Ladbroke. And if you're a gambling man or woman, check out Ladbroke. They're enabling you to bet on all the combat sports these days, at all the major events in Melbourne and interstate, and of course UFC. Any of the sports, if you think you know your fighters and you think you can back yourself in to pick who's going to win, get on the Ladbrokes and have a wager.
Hands low, trying for some fakes and feints and quick switches here. Bit of showboating from Sityodtong. And that's what Richards is looking for. He knew the Thai's hands were low. He wanted to come over the top, and Sityodtong dumps him.
What you can expect to see from Sityodtong is he's a bit of a flamboyant fighter, very unorthodox, very relaxed. I mean, these guys have had, literally hundreds of fights and years and years of experience. So they really walk into the ring with a big advantage. And if they're on, they're very, very hard to deal with. It just depends how relaxed and how serious Owa's going to take it. This fight has the $500 KO bonus in play as well, as does the main event. So if there's a KO in either of the main or the semi-main events, from the Challenge Centre, Frank Monty and the crew have put up the bonus. Oh, Paddy Richards on the overhand right. Owa just showboating a bit.
Nice overhand right it was from Richards. End of the first round, we go to the towels. Just a real feeling up process, but a snifter of some bigger action to come in this one.
For 100% qualified ladies and gentlemen, Hector of Valiant, number 8.
Just a beautiful trip takedown almost by Owa. Paddy landing the right hand. Owa just ridiculing it a bit.
Second round set for 5 of our co-main events here. Pat Richards and Sityodtong.
A big thank you also to the Challenge Centre in Oakley. A great training facility down Oakley Way. We've backed this bout and put up the $500 KO bonus, along with Ladbroke. As I said, if you want to wager, check him out. A fast footwork from Owa. Paddy's got to be really aware of not leaving any openings at all, because Owa was going to take full advantage of any opportunity, any opening that he can find, and he'll have a whole myriad of technique that he's able to employ to try and end this one early and get the win over Paddy Richards.
Very unorthodox fighter, Sityodtong. Uses a lot of angles, a lot of fakes and feints. He's switching between southpaw and orthodox stance constantly here. The Thais load up with a lot of power, may not necessarily be combination stylists, but the power is always in their favour.
You'll see them off the clinch, especially as we saw in the first round, just effortlessly just take their opponent down to the ground. And that is really what makes Muay Thai not only a good combat sport, but a great self-defense. Self-defense style to learn as well. A lot of confrontations, especially for women. They have to deal with bigger opponents. So, if someone's going to grab them and what have you. When you know the Muay Thai tactics, especially knees and elbows and takedowns, it is a great self-defense art form. Of course, we're focusing on that down at the new facility.
244 Whitehorse Road, Blackburn, Hammers Gym. Check them out online, hammersgym.com.au. Looking for a step through knee there, maybe to lock on the clinch, Sityodtong. Bit more of a slow burner this one, but both men very much respect the other, very cautious, and they will pick up the pace as the fight goes on. We've ended the second, we will move into the third.
$500 KO bonus on offer from the Challenge Fitness Centre. What a great night it's been.
Nice push kick, catch and counter from Paddy Richards, done so well. The push kick's a really hard kick to catch because it's coming in a linear movement. So if you can catch it and counter off that, that's a great skill.
Third round of action. Paddy Richards wants to maybe start launching some heavy artillery at the jaw of Sityodtong, who's still carrying his hands low. Haven't seen a lot of grappling in this one. High right roundhouse from Richards.
Richards really being cautious on this one. Usually, I'm used to seeing Paddy go full on, full forward, and just throwing caution to the wind. But he knows he cannot leave any openings in his defence at all. I was very, very quick to counter. Pretty much a counter fighter will sit back on that back leg, see what Paddy throws at him, and then negate it and counter it. Great anticipation and depth perception as well by Owa. So he knows exactly where the strikes are going to come and how they're going to come at him. Weaves away and counters well.
Accidental groin strike there from Sityodtong. Some time to recover for Paddy Richards. Still to come tonight, folks, our main event, Eric Miskell takes on Abbas Ahmadi here at Warriors Way 11 from the Doncaster Shopping Town Hotel in Melbourne.
Of course, Eric Miskell on the last Warriors Way took out that four-man Evolution qualifier, which got him a ticket overseas to fight on the big Evolution show in 2015. Miskell taking out some strong competition in that one to win the crown, but he's fronted up. Abbas Ahmadi said to me, I want to fight whoever wins the four-man prior to that event. So of course the winner was Miskell, and Abbas has backed himself to take out Miskell and maybe get himself another invite overseas to compete.
Nice skip up front kick there from Sityodtong. Inside thigh to a deep kick, Sityodtong. Oh, cartwheel kick. Nicely done, Sityodtong, as he summons his inner sunshine.
Of course, the cartwheel kick, because the gloves touch the ground, some stadiums in Thailand are deemed to be not able to be used because when your gloves go on the ground, then they get some grip and what have you on the end of them. So technically, your gloves are not supposed to touch the canvas.